Today's NeoScum contains an arrangement composed and performed by Gio Benedetti. Details can be found in the liner notes for this episode. Thanks, Gio.
Did I ruin my sound check? Nope, I sound good. Myself, anyway, and I'm editing this episode, so... It would actually be so funny if I edited this episode, because it'd be like, wow, the editing has gotten so good. And then we would go to like some...
Would you not even...
I think I would do a good job, because I would... But it would not be the same. It would just clearly be like, and then an amateur stepped in.
Well, the tools themselves take time to even do what you want to do.
Right, so I put the beginning at the end, and I put the end at the beginning.
Whoa, kind of like Pulp Fiction. Memento. It just goes backwards.
What if Elena, you stepped in and you were a savant, and we had to like have this conversation with Casey? It was like, hey, dude, Casey,
you gotta back off. You gotta give up the edit, Casey.
And you guys keep being like, no, we just want your hands to be okay, and we're like, oh, okay. So
yeah, we lie to you for sure.
Yeah, but like really no more whatsoever.
Yeah. So just watch out, Casey.
Okay. Will do.
Wizard has just give it again. Describe it one more time what you've just done, Tech Wizard.
Tech Wizard, as he was crawling in between the seats, grabbed the receiver for the radio and the speaker on top of Xanadu and started shouting through it the answer to the question, what is the freedom we seek? Is the call. The response is we seek the freedom of our people. And you know what? Honestly, he yells that a few times, and then he keeps going. He keeps going.
Okay, great. We're moving into combat right now. Zenith, you're first up.
So I guess the way Zenith pops into combat for this is like Dak is yelling about apes on the roof, and at first Z is just like stressed out. He like can't figure out what the fuck is going on. And then when Dak goes to like dodge the fireball, Z immediately realizes like a switch goes off in his head where he's like, he means there's people on the roof. And then he like thinks back to hearing the thump, and now he like bolts into action. And so what he does is, what I was going to do is have him hang out the window. And I guess, Dak, I was going to ask, are there like handholds on the outside of the window?
Absolutely.
Tight. Yeah, so Z is like right next to the left side of the cabin, and he essentially just pulls himself out of the window and puts his hand on the handle on the outside of the window and leans back as far as he can. And wind is blowing. He's going to look out back towards the trailer. Rain is falling. Can he see anybody who's on the vehicle at the moment?
That's a pretty difficult athletic maneuver. A bit, right? Like, are you hanging fully out of the vehicle right now?
No, I'm thinking like he put his upper body out and he's sitting on the windowsill.
I see.
And has a handhold, but he's like leaning far back enough to try to see whoever's on top of it.
You see the flames behind you. You do not see anyone on the roof. From your angle, you can't make anyone out.
Okay, so Z is like looking out and can't do it by line of sight, so he sends his ocular drone out and is sending it up, floating up above the trailer to investigate.
Okay, cool. How fast is Xanadu going right now?
So previously we were going 65 miles per hour. Was that what Tech was doing?
Yeah, but then
I sped up, and then we hit something. I would imagine we're probably going like 70... 6 trombones in the big parade.
There it is, baby.
Okay, so is there some sort of maneuvering like skill you can do for your eyeball to make sure you can keep up with this vehicle?
Yeah, so I'll roll computer and logic.
12.
Gannon, just really quick note. I noticed that Xanadu has a 18 in fire protection.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Never really played with those before.
That's pretty handy. Well, you took no damage. If you took damage from it, then maybe that would be on the table and just that it would not catch fire.
Okay.
But it even more so did not do damage.
In case something happens.
But that is good to know.
Just want to throw that out there.
Hey, as all of this is happening, like as free actions, Tech is still just like pleading through the receiver. He's shouting things like, I'm a mage! I'm not a mage of the wob!
Only a couple of seconds have taken place.
It's
But
all, like,
noted.
all the time. Yeah.
Still hooting. You roll yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Wow, that was a really bad roll. I only got 2 hits.
What? Was that picked up?
I don't know, but thunder just struck right after.
Like literally when I would have put the fucking sound effect. Thanks, Christ.
No, that was Jesus.
Oh, yeah. NeoScum guiding.
Yeah, you gotta get in the Patreon to know that joke.
So the ocular drone pops out of your eye
Pus sound redacted.
and starts like flying through the air, but it's like the trajectory of it shooting out of your eye combined with the trajectory of the vehicle that it was of Xanadu, of like you're struggling to regain
it, yeah.
sight and to handle it. So we're gonna, when we circle back around to you, you'll have to roll to handle your drone to make sure
Cool.
that everything's working out good. Okay, next.
Do I just, like from that, do I have any idea where these people on top of the truck could be?
None.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Next up, we got Dak Rambo.
Cool. So what is ahead of me? We are through the fire.
Yeah, it's a straightaway from here. Looking in the darkness with your brights on, again, rushing small river to your left, forest a little bit beyond that. But now to your right, it's a big, like, open, sort of like plainy area in the darkness. I mean, there's like no lights at all on the street at all. So it's very dark outside of your lights, but it just looks like a big blank, like beyond. You can maybe see some lights in the distance of some houses.
Dak, and I'm playing my truth, snatches the radio comm from Tech and screams into it, "Challenge me, cowards!" And then the space weed that he just inhaled makes his eyes roll back up into his head, and they close, and then when they open, they're Xanadu's headlights, and he is in full-on deck truck bow mode. He's in level 2, and you don't want to see what level 3 is, buddy. And he's your truck. Yeah, he feels his skin crawling with the impurities of the flying imps that are on my back, little lice that I am about to wash off with my holy fury. And Dak is going to accelerate while taking control of the arm, his little antennae, and just start swinging it around like a helicopter.
Okay, yeah, cool. Can you give me some sort of roll for that?
Yeah.
This would be kind of the equivalent of, what do you call that? When you're just like firing the machine gun that's...
Blind fire.
It's not blind
Cover fire?
It's like a cover fire.
Suppressing fire.
It's suppressing. This is like a suppressing fire because you're not using it to individually knock anyone out, but you're swinging it around. So that maneuvering in that area is extremely difficult.
What's the range on the arm? Can it get all the way to the back of the trailer?
So I like to go by the art that was made for us. I don't think it can go all the way back to the trailer.
Okay, that's what I thought. You can't scratch your ass with it if you're Jack Truck.
Trust me, and it's itchy.
You can scratch your shoulder.
Yeah.
You can scratch your shoulder, and I think I want to make it difficult for the people who are on the back of the trailer try to approach the cabin. 4 hits.
Terrific. 4 hits. So, spinning like a helicopter right now. We're going to move to an unseen figure. Do a vehicle check there, Dak Rambo. Pox, what's going through your head right now while this dice roll's going on?
Ooh, so Pox is seeing her comrades losing it. I mean, everybody is screaming in here and going crazy. Pox has got her hair flying in this fiery wind, and like I said, like the fire is flickering in her eyes, and she is thrilled and excited. Feeling very fearless and feeling indefeatable and feeling like she's going to go on that roof and kill whatever motherfuckers are up there.
Boom, boom,
Boom.
nothing to do, just sitting there, nothing to lose. Tired of a life of petty crimes, tired of counting up your nickels and dimes. Well, it's time to spice it up, and it's time to mix it up, and it's time to stir it up, and it's time to shake it. You gotta shake it, you gotta shake your brain.
6 hits.
6 hits. Good.
And
that thunder just went off, so.
This thunder is so epic for this.
Okay, so Dak, you see to your left, kind of like a little bit behind Xanadu, you see just all of a sudden like a clap of lightning just shoot across the broadside of Xanadu, but miss. If it's not clear, this is magic.
What?
Someone shot a lightning bolt.
How is that possible?
Well, you know how like a lightning bolt comes down from the sky?
No.
This is like coming out like sideways, like a guy's Kamehamehaing a lightning bolt and just goes
Down the left side or the right side?
left side.
So it comes real close to where Zenith is, poking his head out of the window.
Yeah, let's say, Zenith. It's actually, it was pretty hot during the day. You're feeling it's cool now, especially with the cold air rushing in front of your face, very intense.
Yeah,
and then
dry climate, yeah.
Yeah, that bolt of lightning silently like pops past you, and then you hear a little like, as it disappears, but it's like, oh man.
gotta get some interference from that bad boy too, the electromagnetic.
Casey, this is gonna be a hard episode to edit.
Yeah, Pimp.
Just throwing a bunch of slide whistles or whatever you do.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Okay,
More Scott Boner jokes.
It's a Tech Wizard's turn right now.
Question, Gannon. This is something I meant to ask you about. Just GM talk outside of this
Okay,
recording. Is the activating the robes with a memory?
Yeah, can you do that now?
Tech is shouting still into the thing, begging, like slamming the console, like anything he can possibly think of to connect with these people and disengage them. And he's like, we are friends of Blister! So as he's saying that, he's hyperventilating, and that's the moment that the lightning bolt goes by Z's face, and you feel like the hair on your arms stand up and on your neck, and feel its presence and hear the crack of it. And at this point, it's like Jenga, or not Jenga, it's like dominoes, maybe a little bit of both. The lightning cracks by. Tech Wizard, immediately in this panic, remembers himself as a child and these soldiers as they were escorting him, he and his family, out of their homes.
I remember Squirt as a boy when the hard times came and they forced us to leave. He stood up. Oh, it's a long story and a sad story.
He's brought back to the memory of the time where he'd shocked the soldiers.
When the Lone Star troops were moving them, Tech Wizard kicked at their shoes, and he was so young they weren't gonna hurt him. But
Tech Wizard, from his vision, is surrounded by these soldiers, and these soldiers are laughing and kind of pushing him along. Tech Wizard is kicking and throwing fists pointlessly.
it was something that she would go on to tell other members of the family for a long time, and it's a very cherished memory of hers.
Suddenly, one soldier gives a big snort, looks at his friend, grabs Tech Wizard by the lapel, and just grabs him towards himself. And at that moment, from Tech Wizard's perspective, you see the growing blue light of electricity start to emit and crawl away from his hands. And suddenly, a big white flash, revealing himself to be a magic user, which was not known. You're brought to a dirt road, trodden with footprints, damp and muddy, and you see from a child's perspective a naked man with light brown hair on his knees,
We see an older looking man who looks just like Tech Wizard.
and you see another man, a little bit of gray around the hair at his temples, pull a gun up to his head, and blue skies, green grass, Tech Wizard, a young boy's hands, sparks coming off of them. He looks up to the right of him with a smile of anticipation at an adult man's face, a little bit of gray starting to peek in around the hair at his temples. He pats Tech on the shoulder.
You're doing a great job.
Bagelin, what are you doing out there? Come on in. So the two of them turn, they're smiling, and they're walking towards a suburban house. In the distance, we see an older looking man who looks just like Tech Wizard.
You see from a child's perspective a naked man on his knees, and you see another man, a little gray, his temples, pull a gun up to his head. At that moment, from this perspective, you see hands grip the eyes like somebody is grabbing his head and of the camera, and they pull them aside and make them look away.
Oh, it's a long story and a sad story.
And what you see as you look away are the robes of the naked man over in the mud to the right, and then you hear the sound of the gunshot. You see his father, you know because Tech knows, stripped naked, his robes in the mud, shot in the back of the head. You see his mother get pushed down to her knees as well. Tech Wizard creates it, and obviously he knows he created it. It's a phantasm, right? And he recognizes that this creature is his mother and his father. Bullet holes through the center of each skull. I am coming face to face with trauma that has haunted me since I was like a little kid. And then he closes his eyes and he opens them again, and there his parents are. The first time he's seen them since he was 4 years old. And the thing is, he'd forgotten their faces. He had lost that.
It sounds like you want me to save you or something. I can't do that.
Hey, kid, I'm just saying, magic is just who I am. But sometimes when you're a grown-up, you have to do things that stand against everything you believe.
He pats Tech on the shoulder.
You're doing a great job.
I don't know, I'm so fucking selfish, and
You're doing a great job.
I'm so wrapped up.
You're doing a great job.
I'm so over my head.
You're doing a great job.
Because I am fucking scum.
You're doing a great job.
I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
You didn't fuck
Like
anything up.
everything, I fucked it up.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, it's a long story and a sad story.
What's the thing that binds it all together?
Just the overwhelming sense of loss. And he feels like he's 4 again, and he feels like that uncontrollable magic staring at his father's robes in the mud, watching as, the blood started to cloud the water around it.
There's a connection forming. And the stars and moons start to glow with a slight iridescent light.
Okay, so we got to do the interlude.
Oh, this is going to have the interlude song.
Wow, maybe we can start with that.
Okay, and a squeebo, do the cheeb, creep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the interlude, baby. We're all going up and going crazy, going from complete and good to
Thank you, Daddy.
Oh my god, I've done it. I've got a bouquet of chocolate bunnies. Yes.
I'm gonna do 10,000 push-ups against my dating game.
He's a fucking idiot. So now I don't want to be with him. I just want to bang him.
Brunhilde, snack goes on the double cheap cheap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So, Daddy, what happens?
It's time for the interlude. We're constantly getting the mood. It's time for the interlude. We're constantly getting the mood. It's time for the interlude.
is taller when it's younger and short when it's older.
I'm trying to make a fucking living here, okay? If you're coming at me,
I'm like God, a priest, Jesus Christ, and Buddha.
Genitals look really inflamed.
Christ's sake, I'll shoot you in the goddamn head.
What the fuck was that? Wow.
that's
Wow.
yeah.
was so sick.
Well, okay, well, just go right from here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck was that? That sounded
Wow.
so good. That sounded way better than an actual NeoScum episode even.
Wow. Is Ganon
Wow.
a funk singer?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, put down that groovy blue holographic guitar,
Okay.
my man.
He put it down.
It's down.
And
and,
now?
And now it's time to talk to you
Now-
about that guitar.
Okay.
Ganon, the way you make me feel when you play that guitar all the time is fucking rocking, man.
Wow, that was fucking funk shit.
Yeah.
Gannon,
Yeah.
let's freaking talk about that freaking song that we just heard.
I love it. When I first heard it, I listened to it about 7 times in a row. That is from Gio Benedetti.
You know him.
Gio Benedetti.
You love him.
The cousin of the show.
The cousin of the show. If you ever
Yeah.
see Ganon with a look of glee on his face, that was a time to see a Ganon glee look.
Yeah, like when Ganon was on Glee.
Yeah, like
that
when
was a good
Ganon
get. He had
sang
a
in
lot
that
of
musical
Ganon
on Glee.
looks.
I love those residuals.
Yeah.
If you've ever walked in on Ganon in the bathroom, that is not a look of glee. That is a look of get the fuck out of the bathroom, Migdal.
Dude, I thought it was a look of pee.
Oh,
Oh, look of PU.
I told you there was a PP segment. At the beginning of this, they said there's no PP segment, Gannon. You're just sort of like, what?
we always have to say that to you, Ganon, so that you show up, all right?
All right.
Yeah, you wouldn't be here if we didn't make that promise to you.
promise you I will never die.
You've tried to kill him before, listeners.
Yeah, but shout out, thanks, Gio. Interlude song, very funny, very groovy, very powerful.
So fucking groovy. Seriously, Gio, thank you for all the music you provided the show. Again, guys, GioBenedetti.com.
Yo, check out the damn SoundCloud. Also, he was in two great bands, Toast Machine and the Brothers Comatose.
That's legit.
One a 2-person bass and drums jamming piece. Like anyone in Petaluma knew about Toast Machine. And Brothers Comatose, a fucking very, very, very fucking good bluegrass band.
Yeah,
Really fun. Every time I caught them in Chicago, it was like a blast. So yeah.
Have they had a tiny desk yet? Because if not, that's
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Should we?
They got damn numbers.
I don't know if we could litigate on that, but maybe we'll look at
Yeah,
it.
we gotta get them a tiny desk.
Should we make a band?
No.
Are we like missing out? Are we shooting ourselves in the foot by not making a band?
What instruments can we all play?
I can play clarinet to a 4th grade level.
I can play ukulele, and I can play hot cross buns on the recorder.
Piano, 7th grade level, but like a 9th grader who was held back in 7th grade.
I also
Okay.
play main tank pretty well.
Nice.
God damn it, I was waiting for my go around.
Casey, what instrument do you play?
I'm the joke monster who waited too long to make a joke.
That's the instrument he plays. Grumbles.
I played
Regret.
GoldenEye on N64 while you nerds do your
Slappers only.
Big head mode.
I play guitar.
Yeah, this is true.
He plays guitar.
Yeah.
Fucking jams.
Yeah, he plays this blue guitar.
Yeah.
This holographic blue guitar.
That's right. And I'm picking it up and I'm putting it down.
Casey plays the Jew's harp, and I hate the way he says that.
Really lets that first word hang.
I love gifting,
Sometimes doesn't
gifting
even get to the second one.
I know, man. It's the one person here who had.
God.
It's the one person here who had an Austin Powers bar mitzvah. Shame on you, Casey, Tony. Shame on you. But
You know
also, happy Jewish New Year.
Dude, thank you for celebrating Sukkot with me.
Yes, dude. I will see you in the Sukkot hut.
The NeoScum Sukkot Hut.
Guys, let's cut the fucking shit. We're here for a reason.
Yeah.
We got a merch store.
We got
Yeah.
a merch store, baby. And I know you're thinking, hey, I see those NeoScum t-shirts every Friday. People got shirts. You guys don't understand how this is the brand new NeoScum merch store. Stacked full, and this is just the beginning, baby. Stacked full of cool ass friggin' items.
We got new shirts.
We got new shirts.
Well, hey, let's not downplay it here. They're not just new shirts. They're new designs, and that can go on many different things.
That's right.
You want a shower curtain? You got a
Bing.
shower curtain.
You got a shower
You want a baby clothes? You got some baby
Can
clothes.
I put it on my diaper? No, but you can get a sticker and put it on your own diaper.
You got stickers. You got other stuff. You
ever
got a
wanna
phone
wipe-
case. You got a whole bunch of different things.
You ever want to wipe your ass with NeoScum? Well, now you can buy a fucking towel and wipe your ass.
Yeah,
with
dude,
NeoScum
stop
logo.
using your iPhone and then having to throw it away after when you're listening.
Yeah, for real. Disposable iPhones are the wave of the past. Now, wave of the future, wiping your ass with
That's right.
Wow.
That's right, loser. And not only that, I made a logo, a NeoScum logo.
Gannon made a logo.
was like,
Speaking of fucking
See if you
rocking
can-
music.
see if you can tell
I'm
which
out
one
here.
it is.
Yeah, see if you can figure it out. I'm out here. I'm looking at streetwear. I'm looking at.
Yes.
I'm like, dang, wouldn't it be cool if the NeoScum logo is great? It is super cool. But what if I could wear it and it looks like it's a black metal logo. Everyone's doing the black metal. All the trap guys are doing black metal stuff. Black metal's cool. So I did my take on a black metal NeoScum.
And it's
okay.
so fucking good.
And what's great about his black metal logo is that we have that black metal logo in black, and we have that black metal logo in red, which is what's called a red metal logo.
That must
and
be-
we also
oh.
have a white metal logo.
Red metal is all about
White metal
haste.
logo.
You can
Yeah.
like haste, do quick fire magic, and then
They have
like,
a good
then-
offensive capabilities.
And then
as
the
well,
white
yeah.
metal logo can obviously heal your guys, but sometimes they're given offensive spells as
Me,
well.
I
That's
like
pretty
a,
offensive. White metal is pretty fucking offensive.
Pretty all offensive spells. I
You
would
like
say.
what?
I like a blue metal, but I realize that you
You're
already
trying
said
to be
haste.
Queen over there?
Well, a blue in Final Fantasy V was time magic, so I like a blue metal. I like slow motion, and then I was like, that's
Yu-Gi-Oh,
just
my
what
man.
he.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh.
And,
Okay,
dude-
Time Wizard's a blue guy. We
know
all
what?
get it.
You're
Let's
right.
get a rainbow one. What are we doing?
Let's get a rainbow. Oh, that's a
Fuck
good
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cool as
Yeah.
hell.
See, this is what we are fucking talking about, guys. We have a merch store, and all of these ideas and more and less will all be on the merch store.
And I
Way
do
less.
want to also give a special shout out to Jordan at Dread Singles,
Our
Void merch.
voidmerch.net, who
Fiend of the
designed
show.
Our Boyd merch
several
with the
of
Boyd
our
merch.
designs. The NeoScum Good font is
And-
his design, and then there's also a very new design up there,
which
that-
is so fucking cool.
Which is so cool.
I feel like
Dude, I want
Jordan
one so bad.
is kind of like this like baron who looks after us from
Yes.
his tower.
I
he
was
is
going
our
to say,
sweet guardian.
if you play D&D and you make a warlock, you have to pick a patron ancient entity that is like, like
he's
master
like
of
the-
you. Yeah, so he's
the
our
old
like
god.
demonic, patron.
we are all
Yes.
cold flames for life and death. See us.
We've given our souls
we are part of the void.
hereafter.
What up, Jess? Too.
What up,
Hey,
Jess?
what up,
What up,
Jess?
Jess?
Beep, Jess.
Keep your eyes out. There's going to be a lot more about the merch store. That thing is going to be popping off. We have so many more ideas in the future that we hope to expand on.
Like a NeoScum shirt with just an N on it. A NeoScum shirt with just an E on it.
A NeoScum shirt with just an O on it.
A NeoScum shirt with just an S on it.
Wait for
a
it.
NeoScum shirt and with
Just
just
a
a
U,
C on
C
it.
on
Oh,
it.
wait,
A
wait. A
NeoScum
NeoScum
shirt?
shirt with just cum on it.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you want a full NeoScum shirt with cum on it, that can be arranged.
Just go to
Just-
Casey's room.
Oh, he threw a bunch of stuff. He threw a bunch of stuff too.
We're also
Everybody's throwing stuff over here.
full latex.
Hey, I got
bondage
this.
NeoScum shirt. as
Yeah,
well.
we will vacuum you.
We'll
into
vacuum you
We
inside.
will vacuum you inside.
Like
It is-
We'll hang you from the ceiling.
You
From
will call us Shelob the spider. It's put you in our NeoScum web and vor the shit out of you.
Well, back to
NeoScum shirt with
business.
just an M on it.
yeah.
That's for Mike.
So here's a little fun thing, you guys. I'm going to say this very slowly.
We're going to cheer you on. Silently.
To celebrate
Because she's not going to repeat it.
the launch of our very own NeoScum merch shop, we have 3 special giveaway codes for $10 off of whatever thingy you want to get from that shop, you can get yourself a freaking art print. I don't know. Get whatever. We have 3 codes, and we will be doing a drawing. So all that we ask is that you guys tweet something, but it must include the hashtag listen to NeoScum. So suggestions of things they can tweet.
Oh, I was also going to say spell it out. T-O, not the number 2.
Right.
Yes.
Listen, T-O.
Don't try to get cute
NeoScum.
with it, but please tweet at a famous person that you think would like the show. Hashtag listen to NeoScum with your personal plea to them to listen, because we could sure use a famous person in our corner. I'm talking about Henry Winkler. Is that a
Go
guy?
ahead, do Henry Winkler, the Fonz. I don't know. Do we want that?
Oh, yeah. We want Henry Winkler listening to the podcast.
Go ahead and tweet at Betty White, because you know I love the Golden Girls. She's the only one still alive. I love you, Betty White.
Paul Giamatti, I've heard he's very nice to work with on set.
Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel has his D&D character tattooed.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Please tweet.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Also Johnson, The Rock, Dwayne.
Yes.
And we are not limiting it to tweeting at famous people. You can also tweet some fan art. You can tweet a favorite moment of the show. You can tweet whatever you want, but you must include hashtag listen to NeoScum.
You could even, you don't have to tweet it to famous people. You could even tweet it to System Mastery. The bottom of the barrel.
Shout out Tim and Craig. Shout out Tim and Craig.
Shout out Greg and Jeff.
Shout out to David Diggs.
Shout out to my college professor, Gary Meyer.
Greg Poop and Tim Combs.
Greg Poop and Tim Combs are pillars in the role-playing community.
Yeah.
Keep it in.
Anyway, so we're keeping it in. I do want to say also this drawing will end at 11:59
Sirens.
p.m. Central Time on October 11th.
You want to know why that is? Because that is the last minute before NeoScum Friday, y'all.
In Chicago
Yes,
time.
in
In Chicago time. Chicago time.
Also the last minute of the day after Eleni's birthday.
Oh my God, yes, my birthday is 10/10, okay?
10,
So this is pressing, guys.
which is also her eyesight.
It's also her
My
favorite,
eyesight is 10 out of 10.
also her favorite Belgian comic that was maybe a little anti-Semitic.
Tintin?
Again.
Pretty racist.
It was pretty offensive.
That was a white metal comic for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Casey's playing from his Jews heart again.
Oh,
God damn, keep it in. Keep it in. I'm so sorry, Rabbi Luxembourg.
So hop on that competition. You're going to be seeing it on Twitter. Don't forget, get it in now.
And then get it
hashtag
out, and then
listen
get it
to
back in.
NeoScum by the end of day Central Time on Thursday.
And then on October 11th I'm lying. On October 12th, we will be announcing the 3 winners on Twitter. So make sure you check out our Twitter at NeoScum throughout the day, and we will be sharing who won those codes.
Yeah. Also, I might even say a sneak peek of who won on my personal Twitter, twitter.com/itsmigdalltime.
Okay, yeah.
Follow and you'll get the deets.
I just want to say, I think it's fair that you also got to follow the NeoScum account. You're probably already following the NeoScum account, but I don't want somebody being like, what's this? Listen to the NeoScum.
Well, of course you do, because we're going to DM you the code. So if you're not following us, then
Fool.
That's a great
fool me
point.
once.
You know what?
Shame on me.
Great point.
Why don't
Fool me
you just
twice.
go ahead and follow
Can't be
all of
fooled
us
again.
while we're at it?
Yeah.
At Electric Eleni, at Casey Pony, at
With an E.
Gannon Reedy, at Blair Britt. Blurbot?
With that,
No, it's Blair Britt.
you have an
Blair Britt.
underscore though, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about it, huh? You
Okay, you have an underscore in between Blair and Britt?
Yeah, let's-
Well, we needed to know that.
Yeah. Well, guess who's got Blair Britt, and guess who has Blurbot? Random people on Twitter who don't fucking deserve it.
JPC
So,
has it, right?
Yeah. John Patrick Cohen, my boss.
He's got it, okay, and I
The
want
Sky Jack.
Please don't keep this in.
podcast.
No, there's a bunch of stuff in here that you're going to have to cut out, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
And then maybe cut it right on back in. After you've sped it up to make us sound like chipmunks, because JPC listens to all of our podcasts at 2 times speed.
I will say this.
Oh, that's right. Every time we talk about JPC, we have to speed it up so we won't be able to understand
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Times.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
fast.
Here's a fun, just like headcanon that I have. The reason why it takes so long for Casey to edit the episodes is because he's actually super fast, but then he drinks a potion that turns him into evil Casey Tony, who just starts ruining the episode. And then good Casey Tony's constantly pursuing evil Casey Tony's edits, and one day the two shall meet.
But evil Casey
my
Tony
God,
does a
wow,
lot better job cleaning, so that's why he keeps taking the potion over and over again.
Are you talking about just in general?
I was trying to come up with like a reason why he's Jekyll and Hyde. Like Hyde's like Jack.
Here's
or
what I'll
whatever,
say.
Or Jekyll is. Jekyll's jacked. Jekyll's jacked. Hyde is.
They're all jacked.
Hyde is
They're
hot.
all
Jekyll's
jacked.
jacked. Hyde is hot.
Sky
Jekyll is
jacks.
jacked.
Here's what I'll say. I mean, I think it is fair to think like, why do I take the potion then? And I will clear the air. Nobody fucks me like evil Casey. Nobody.
Put the harp away.
Like
Put the harp
evil
away.
The harp away. Oh my God. The train is coming out of Casey's mouth.
Oh my God! What a horror!
Oh, that was a small train.
Yeah. All right. So we have 25 more minutes left in this interlude.
Good. Does anyone else want to say any more celebrities? Get them off your chest.
Every living member of Hawkwind.
Every living member. Let's list them now.
Luffy from One Piece. I'm sorry.
Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII.
Ooh, nice.
That one Andrew Luck satire account on Twitter where it posts everything as if he's like an 1850s soldier.
The quarterback?
Yeah.
All the Spice Girls. I need all the Spice Girls to be on NeoScum.
Ginger, baby, posh,
Scary.
sport, scary.
Dak
Flying.
Rambo.
That would be Jerry Hallowell,
Weak to
Emma
water.
Bunton, Melanie
Love her.
Chisholm, Melanie Brown, and Victoria Beckham. Thank you so much.
Don't forget
Thank you so
Spicy
much.
Foam.
Spicy Foam Spice. Oh, don't forget the movie The Mistress of Spices. Dylan McDermott's in that movie. Yeah, he is. And I can't remember
And
her name,
Zachary
but she's
Quinto.
amazing.
Throw him in there.
Yeah, Zachary Quinto. Hey.
Zachary Quinto.
Tell Gio Benedetti to listen and hashtag listen to NeoScum.
Guys, I got a question.
You can use the bathroom.
Okay, thank you.
You have
Wow, that
another
was
question?
Pee into
quick
your
and
own
dirty
mouth.
little pee-pee poo-poo.
That was evil Casey peeing into good Casey's mouth.
Yeah.
All right,
He's
got
right.
me
No one
again.
fucks him.
What?
That's what
it's
he's
like
into.
it's when you suck the poop back in.
Oh, that's a mood.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, has somebody made this joke 8 million times? Pumpkin spice.
Oh no!
that
There's a
jo-
train coming out of my
In case he got fucked again.
Bye.
Bye. We're going to Pox.
So Pox has been sitting quietly, eyes wide, looking at her friends. And is there still fire around them or no more fire?
The fire is, the Xanadu is now beyond the fire about one Xanadu length away, so the fire's still relatively close.
Cool. Well, so there's some faint glow of the fire. There's also the glow of the stars and the moons, like you were just talking about, the moons, the multiple moons. And Pox sort of stares off out the window, and she lowers her face, and as she lowers her face, the shadow is cast over her eyes, and she puts her hood on and goes invisible. She creeps to the back of Xanadu.
The trailer.
Yeah, from the back of the trailer. And from the back of the trailer, she grabs on to the back of the door. Is it still raised at all?
You
or
can
is
raise it.
closed? Okay, so she raises it, and she hops up onto the back of the trailer to see who's up there.
Give me a gymnastics roll for that. And this is happening. I'm going to say that this has been you are moving this movement takes place like from the beginning of the combat. Like you duck out, move to the back, are moving to the back, pop up the back of it, and just now as Tech is having this vision, you are climbing to the roof.
One hit.
You want to do some edge?
Do I have edge?
Yeah, Pimp.
Well, she's an elf, so she
I'm
has
an elf,
less.
so yeah, I have like
one edge, yeah.
one or
But
two.
you probably
And I
got some
might-
back from.
I don't know. Let's see. Where do I find my edge? No, I apparently have 0 edge.
Wait,
But that's probably just because you spent an edge on an earlier thing and haven't had one restored.
You would have had one restored after conking out at
Blisters?
Blisters.
Okay, so I'll spend an edge.
3 hits total.
That is good enough. Boom. Okay, so you're swinging around. So describe yourself climbing up Xanadu as it is moving at about 60 miles an hour.
She flings her arms out and very lithely is able to grab onto the handlebar that's on the side and like whoop, sort of back flips up.
Oh, sweet. Okay, you backflip up. Doing a cool backflip, landing so that you are looking off at the back of Xanadu, seeing the flames behind. Turning around, you see 2 dark figures. You see them just for a flash. One is holding, because you had dark vision as an elf, one is holding a 2-handed sword with a golden hilt. The other, a massive but simple sort of like wooden halberd with a blade at the top. Both are low on the vehicle, keeping their balance. One has like a breathing mask around their mouth. One is like a lean woman, but with like these large biceps. Both have their faces painted in black paint with these very intense white accents. And that is all you see. What would you like to do here?
How close am I to them, and how close are they to each other?
They are about 4 feet away from you, and they're about 2 feet from each other.
And how far are they each from the edges of the roof?
About a foot.
Okay, so Pox, what a dumbass. Pox, with her invisibility cloak on, slowly walks up to the one with the wooden staff.
Yeah.
Who is, let's say, on the right, and the other one is on the left.
Yeah.
And she, with all of her strength, pushes her so that she knocks into the other one and hopefully knocks them both off the roof.
Okay, can you give me an unarmed there?
Gannon, did they have wings?
No, she didn't see wings.
Ah, invisible wings.
I know exactly what kind of demon that is.
Invisible Wings by Alan Thatcher.
Oh, that's another whole book I have to write for the canon. Guys, come on. Stop naming Alan Thatcher books.
50,000 words.
No.
On my desk Monday.
Can't one of these be a novella? Jesus.
I got 5 hits.
5 hits. Yes. Very good, very good, very good.
That rules.
Good, very good.
Gotta get that strength in that roll.
By the way, I just want to clear the air and say that earlier, Gannon said it was up to us if we pooped our pants in. There is a little nasty Kinder egg of a turd in Dak's diaper. Oh, boy.
Good thing you wore the diaper.
Good thing.
It's for erotic purposes, though, so it's going to be a whole big thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't like this anymore. Oh, wow.
What's up, my pimp?
Blair just showed me a SpongeBob Squidward erotica picture.
Oh, cool.
That he had saved on his phone.
Eleni, that was a really good roll. Describe throwing them both off of Xanadu.
Okay, so Pox slowly creeps up behind the person with the wooden staff. Any other details about what they look like?
Yeah, with the staff, as you get closer, you see it's an orc. You can see as they turn their face left and right as they're moving forward. They're trying to get further ahead on the vehicle, but it's very hard for them to move. You are walking like you're just walking down the middle of a street in regular old day. No problem for you, being this very agile elf. But these guys are sort of like creeping along the top of the roof, trying to get forward. But you see that this orc here in front of is an orc female, and as they turn, like you can see the face paint is. It's like this white symbols like bleeding from the eyes and mouth is what it looks like. It's like this very intense looking corpse paint type of thing. And she's like super muscular, and as you see her eyes, you don't see any fear in her tiny eyes.
And she is standing face to face with her, but she doesn't see her. Mm-hmm. And Pox remembers when she was littler having an au pair that was an orc And this au pair disappeared mysteriously, and she could only imagine the horrors that probably ensued and why this au pair disappeared. Probably because of her dad, probably because she got killed. And seeing this sort of like blood spilling out of her face is like, it's almost haunting, like a premonition or like a backwards premonition. I don't know. Something like of that. And so Pox stares at her for a second. She's honestly a little bit horrified, but then with all of her might, she gears up to push them off, and she says, bye-bye, and just pushes them.
One just like totally caught off balance, slams into the other one, and they both just flip off of the truck like a piece of paper flying over a freeway, just, and then they're gone in the darkness.
Yay.
For what it's worth, the truck is going 76 trombones fast. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so they...
And she has dark vision, so she can probably see exactly where they land as they bump on the road.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you see him, okay, yeah, you see him fall. One breaks their neck, the other one's leg splits up in an ugly way and bounces a couple of times.
Oh, we got trouble.
Combat
That's right.
over.
Fuck me, fuck.
Oh, wait, can I say one other thing?
Yeah, go for
Is
it.
Z's ocular drone floating nearby?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was gonna. That's what I was doing. Yeah.
I'm trying to golden snitch it.
I was just gonna catch
No,
it.
yeah, I like that. I like Z freaking out about it before he realizes that you're up there.
Okay, cool.
Fuck! I lost my fucking drone. Fuck!
So Pox is on the roof, sees the ocular drone floating, and catches it in her hand.
Golden snitch style, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And like at that exact second, Z goes,
This is Pox's
and she
fault.
looks.
no. No, he goes, oh my god, they have it, Dak. They have my drone.
Pox turns the eye towards her as she's holding it on the roof, and she goes, "Hi, my friend."
Oh.
And then Dak goes, "Damn you, Gilnore!"
Were you Googling demons over there?
I just went to this thing that was fantasy succubus name generator. Real quick. One of the succubus names is just Meredith.
I love that there is some bitter ass dude making a succubus name generator.
I'll put
his axe in there.
Fucking Meredith's name. in here.
People in like book clubs, women's book clubs, or in Congress.
Oh my god.
Real quick, get incubus names. Dylan.
Oh, okay.
No, that's his dynamo.
I know. Look, dude.
You can't lie.
Editorializing.
For the sake of the come on, Patty. Anyway, Gilnore, I will get your eye back. Zenith, I swear I will avenge you.
Wait. Okay, never mind. I
And
think
then
Pox has it.
a
now.
little Pox hand comes into the window with the ocular drone holding it, and then she creeps her head down into the window, and her hair. First, you just see her hair fall forward. Hello.
And it's like that. It's the famous Vatican painting for a second. You know, it's just the. I'm like pimping someone hard into some fan art here, but
Oh, you're talking about Vatican art. Who do you think is going to do that? Joe, our boy.
but Pox is like from above, like dropping the ocular drone, while Z is reaching across the seat to hold the ocular drone in his hand.
Yeah, God and
Adam.
is that what it is? Wow, that thunder is crazy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, there's a sort of impressionist painting of Dak's soul leaving Xanadu and flying back into his mouth. His eyes go white, and he takes a deep breath and goes, "It doesn't count unless you come." What? I never came, Gilnore!
We'll get into it later. You know, we'll expand on this.
But anyway, Z says, "Thanks, Pox. Thank you for everything."
You're so welcome. You want to help me in?
Yeah, sure. And then Z like moves over from across the seat and then helps her in.
Yeah, Pox sort of like flops into the car.
So we got 4 people probably panting heavily.
Yeah.
What does it mean that the foci has been activated?
Oh, yeah. So as you guys are like all sort of like catching your breath,
Tech has stopped, obviously.
Where's Tech right now?
I mean, he was
In the
up front yelling. He's like kind of in the front seat, but he's like half on the center console. But at this point, he's starting to like level out. He's not talking into it anymore. He feels something's different. He recognizes something's different. This is not because like Pox cleared that communication hasn't even happened. He's just...
Would anyone happen to be looking at Tech Wizard, or is everyone just sort of taking care of their own shit?
I think at this point, at least Z is like, what happened? Did you get rid of him?
Oh yeah, I pushed them right off. They just went whoop, just splattered on the street.
That was honestly the first time I've used my ocular drone in a moving vehicle, and I'm realizing now that was a stupid idea.
I guess we just won't do that again.
Yeah.
Tech Wizard, so you're there, you're panting, you're listening to these guys talk. You just had this very intense experience, yelling and in this vision and the lightning and everything is just such a jumble, sort of like how it was a jumble for the other 3 guys at the beginning of the episode. But you feel like a strange connection with your father, like. For the first time, it's almost like he was just in the room and you were just talking to him and you had like a nice conversation and then he just walked out of the room. But it's like that feeling like, oh, I was just talking to my dad, like this feeling of connection. And a little bit of, what do you call it, situational irony or whatever. I can't remember how to use it.
Dramatic irony?
The camera right now is on Tech Wizard, a profile of him thinking about how he's feeling, but no one is noticing that his robes, the stars and the moons, and the stars and moons are all glowing very faintly.
Tech, as this happens, just instinctually wraps his arms around himself as if he were hugging himself.
And it kind of feels like your dad's there.
And it just silently, like tears are like streaming down his face. But he's not like weeping or crying or sad. It's just happening.
Everyone's tired. Everyone's panting. Tech Wizard feels a strange connection with a family member who he hasn't seen in over a decade or 2. And
what are we seeing outside? Like, what is the landscape like?
It's dark. It's very dark now. The sun has fully set. No more twilight.
So we're looking out the front of the truck and it's like pitch black except for the brights, right?
Yeah.
And then in the side view mirrors, is it just like flames?
Oh no, that's far behind you now.
Maybe the glow on the horizon.
The brights of Xanadu are tracing out the road ahead of you, which is starting to turn a little bit. And in the distance, well, you can't see anything in the distance at all. So it's all just everything with kind of like trees, cliffside, the stream next to you, the smell of wood, the smell of fire.
Oh my God. What about Scott?
He's fine.
Oh yeah,
I healed him
Scott.
enough.
He's just like sleeping like a baby now.
Oh, okay.
Scott? Scott. What a luxury being able to sleep through hell. And then Dak winks at God.
Dak, do you think we're real right now?
Yeah, you guys are real.
I'm real. Real cool.
Yeah, sounds good. The moon hangs above you, and it is beautiful and it is full, and the robes glow and the moon glows, and blackout.
Don't give me an blackout.
And yeah, blackout.
And yeah, blackout.
No, that's what I call a blackout.
Listen to this. This
Casey-
is me restoring my zero edge.
Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You hit every. If you get all hits of every single thing you
I'm
roll.
gonna say already, wherever you're going with this, no.
So she doesn't lose all of her edge.
Wow, that's great.
That double
I
negative
just
got you there,
lose
Mr. GM.
my nerve.
And yeah, then blackout. There's a boy. Blair's got the speaker part of a microphone over his eye.
Yeah, it's my new Zenith cosplay.
He's gonna do it every time we record now.
This is the kind of physical comedy that ends a NeoScum episode. Put that back up there, buddy. Let's
Okay,
get a
all
little
right, here we go.
picky
Get a
poo
little
of
picky
daddy
poo.
over here.
Oh wait, I gotta get it.
Get it right in the right spot.
Give me a little gun hand too. Oh shit, dude, it was so perfect.
I'm sorry. Okay, perfection.
There we go. Oh,
Lightning only strikes once. That's the name of this episode.
boom, you got it.
There we go.
Badass. Wow, that's so badass.
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And it went away. I was just trying to make you laugh, Gannon.
You succeeded. You succeeded.
NeoScum
is
Blair Britt.
Mike Migdal.
Gannon Reedy.
A Lenny Silva show.
And Casey Tony.
If you like NeoScum, check out other one-shot shows like Design Doc. Join host Hannah Schaefer and Evan Rowland as they redesign their first role-playing game. Design Doc is an experiment in public participatory analog game design. It's fun, it's messy, and you're invited along for the ride.
This episode of NeoScum features music from HoZac Records. It may have been edited or modified for use. Track and artist details can be found in the liner notes for this episode. Learn more about HoZac and the artists they support at HoZacRecords.com.